welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I have been MIA for quite some time. Same old school life, just a whole lot. As you can tell from the title of this video, we have a lot to discuss, so let's get started. We're gonna start off talking about how I lost the weight. So we're gonna talk about my weight loss journey. Excuse me, something on my leg. I've been getting a lot of questions, and so I just want to keep it short and simple and just name some things that I actually did to lose the weight. I first started off in February of 2019. I weighed, it's on my phone, let me look it up. I kept track of my journey as well, which is very important. I started off at 286. That was my highest recorded weight. My goal weight was to be 175. So I started back in February of 2019. I had no idea what I was doing. I just woke up one day and it was that time. Prior to that, I kind of went through like a little dark period, and I think that's kind of what woke me up. The first thing I can say when you get on a weight loss journey is you want to make sure you're mentally ready. You have to be mentally prepared. You cannot think negative. You cannot be down on yourself. You cannot be impatient. You cannot go in full throttle thinking that things are going to happen overnight. You have to set realistic goals for yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to love yourself one day at a time, one step at a time. Set small goals and go from there. Jumping straight in thinking you're just gonna lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks, no. When you see those little advertisements and stuff saying, oh, I lost this and that, those little quick schemes, no, it's all about hard work and dedication. So the first thing you want to do is be mentally prepared, and that's what I ask a lot of people that come to me and just want help. I'm like, what are your goals? You know, what are you doing now? What is your eating regimen? What is your exercise regimen? What is it that you want to accomplish? Because it has to be realistic within a realistic time frame, and you have to be real with yourself, and you mentally have to be ready up here. If you are not ready, I'm not going to say don't waste your time, but just take your time and find your reason why you want to do this. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, which goes with tip number one, positive affirmations. Keeping a positive attitude kind of helps you stay on track. You know, small things throughout the day, even if you have to download apps on your phone, you know, you're strong, you're beautiful, speak positive to yourself. That goes a long way with every decision that you make, because when it comes to step number three, you have to change your eating habits. Which with me, I worked at Starbucks, so I'm around coffee, sweets, pastries, and all kind of stuff throughout the day. So I'm just tempted to, you know, get me a coffee and put a lot of sugar in it, more sugar than coffee. I'm tempted to eat sweets. I'm a sweets girl. I love sweets. So that's something that I gravitated towards, and it was hard. Starting off, I had to talk to myself throughout the day. You don't need that, because in the long run, is that 300 calorie cookie really gonna be satisfying? How are you gonna feel after you eat that? You're gonna feel much worse. You're gonna feel down. You're gonna have that sugar rush. It's not worth it. So I had to talk to myself throughout the day, excuse me, and making better decisions. And that's what you have to do for yourself. It's all about you. It's your time to be selfish. So learn how to say no to that voice in your head saying, eat it, you know, you need that. Eat those sweets, you'll be okay. Say no, because the healthier you is going to be so much happier. And at the end of the day, at the end, it's never going to be an end of your journey, but once you reach your goal, you're going to be so much happier that you said no, because that can make a big difference. So changing your diet, along with changing your diet, is different for everybody. You have to do your research on what is your weakness. For me, carbs are my weakness, which involves sweets, pastas, fruit juices. A lot of fruits have carbs, even though fruits are it has nature's sugar in it. It's still full of carbs, and you still have to be careful on how much you consume. Sodas, anything that has sugar, carbs. So I had to scale back on that, and I already really didn't drink soda, so that wasn't a big one for me. But I love juice. Apple juice was my favorite, so I had to learn how to scale back on that. If you're a person, and I wouldn't even say go cold turkey, do small steps, take away small things at a time. That way it's easier for you to wean yourself off of those things, and you'll gradually see the weight coming off. Even if the number on the scale doesn't change, you'll see the inches, the way your clothes fit on you, a whole lot better. So that's what I would do. Start slow. Also, as far as diet, I stopped eating pork. I didn't like how pork made me feel. I stopped eating beef. So at the time, I would only eat lean chicken, turkey, and my seafood. Now all I eat is seafood. Every now and then you'll catch me eating a good chicken wing, because I love me a chicken wing. Lemon pepper my wing. But that's besides the point. You want to make sure you eat lean meats. So bake your meats. You can grill your meats. You can air fry your meats. I highly recommend you guys getting an air fryer. It will save you time. So much time on cooking your food. Because I'm not patient when it comes to cooking. When I'm hungry. So I don't have to wait for an oven to preheat. I don't have to wait for the stove top to heat up. Stick it in there, put it on the temperature I want it, turn it down how long I want it to cook, and that's it. Vegetables. Those who don't love their veggies, baby, you have to eat your vegetables. You want to get your green leafy vegetables in your diet. The main, and people want to say, if it's a secret, we're going to call it a secret. The main thing is your fiber intake, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it comes down to, what is your relationship like with your bathroom? Are you going to the bathroom? You have to be regular. If you're not regular, you can take a probiotic or a prebiotic. I can't remember what it's called. But you want to get your fiber in. If you have to take fiber supplements, get your fiber in. But the best fiber to intake in your body is through your food, your spinach, your kale. Lettuce does not have any nutrition value. It does not. You want to get your spinach, your kale, your collards, your broccoli, your cauliflower. Your green vegetables are what's going to be good for you. Sweet potatoes every now and then is okay. Watch your carb and your starches. Main thing is doing your research, and that goes hand in hand with being mentally ready, because you got to know what you're getting into. Throughout this journey, you're going to continue doing your research. I also did a detox, and for me, detoxing can be going on a 2-day water fast, or doing a detox tea. There are thousands of brands of detox teas. Puka, Yogi, I actually have one here by the brand Puka. I drink a detox tea. And I also have I think this is the elderberry and echinacea tea. I mix my teas sometimes. This is just to boost your immune system, and your detox is to clean out your system, and that's what you want to do. You don't want to detox regularly. If you want to, you can do, they have the little 7-day detoxes that are gentle on you, but you don't want to take anything that's similar to a laxative on a regular, only because it becomes unhealthy. You become dehydrated, and along with doing those, you want to make sure you stay hydrated, which comes the next tip. Water. You want to get your water in, and everybody hates water. I don't know why, but you want to make sure you get your water intake. You can find jugs like these at Walmart. I got this one from TJ Maxx. You can go on Amazon. This is no particular name brand. This is a 3,000 milliliter. I actually have it filled over the 3,000 milliliter line. So I probably would drink this within a day and a half. But you can do a detox and make sure you want to replenish your body with plenty of water. Trust me, drink your water. I've had incidents where I've passed out from being severely dehydrated because my water intake wasn't good enough. And one way that my trainer actually showed me at the time how you can tell if you're drinking enough water is pinching your skin and see if it reverts back. If not, if it doesn't have a bounce to it and it stays, your skin is showing that it's dry, so it's not hydrated. You need to drink more water. If you're having headaches, drink more water. You're not getting enough in, and that's so important. And you'll notice if you drink more water, you won't eat as much either. Drink water, a glass of water before and after your meals, and you'll feel more full and satisfied. A lot of times you think you're hungry and you're not. Your body is just thirsty and you're getting it confused with that. So those are some things that I did. And along my journey, my diet did change. So I'm more pescatarian, but you have to find what kind of works for you. I do intermittent fast as well. So I do the 16-8. I fast for 16 hours and then I have an 8-hour eating window where mainly I'll probably eat 2 meals during that day. I'm sorry, my phone is going off. So during my fasting period, I'll only drink unsweetened hot tea, or you can do unsweetened cold green tea. I prefer green tea, but I have a lot of teas. You can do coffee. Black coffee. Don't even add any stevia to it. I used to, but I just stopped. And water. That's it while you're fasting. Anything that has calories, no. Don't add any sugar, no cream, nothing to your coffee or your tea. You do your research on what diet works for you. Find your weakness. Some people can stop eating meat and they lose weight. Some people eat meat, you know, like on a it's a lot of lifestyle diets out there. You can what is it, carnivorism, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, Mediterranean. It's a lot of diets, you know, or fads or lifestyle changes, whatever you want to call it out there. Me, it's just a lifestyle change. I say I do low carb, and I have my days where I just eat. You want to make sure you have a balance, because people are so strict on themselves, they end up binging, and that goes into a whole nother thing we're going to get into. Another thing that I did on my journey is I started taking supplements, but the supplements I'm taking are more like vitamin based. So I do my D3 because I don't have enough vitamin D in my diet. I don't eat a lot of meat. Omega-3. I take magnesium sometimes. You can do, if you want to just do a plain multivitamin, you can do that. Women's and men's multivitamin, whichever one. I also take, it is another one, vitamin C, which is very important, and B12. Every now and then I'll take that one. It's good for your metabolism. And I just started taking an evening primrose vitamin. It's good for your skin. You just want to make sure whatever you're not getting in your diet or whatever you're eating, you're still replenishing it, because I noticed my skin started to change. Even though my skin got lighter throughout my diet, I started to break out more. And because I was missing a lot of those vitamins in my diet, and so now that I'm taking those in, now my skin is actually starting to clear up better. So make sure you look into that. Also, proteins. Honestly, it can go either or. This is how I look at it. If you're looking to lose weight, you want to get an isolate protein. Isolate. That's the key word. You should isolate protein. And if you were looking to bulk up, just look for the one that doesn't say isolate. I can't think of the name of it. But for me, I always get an isolate protein. So here's an example. My favorite one is actually Premier. and I'm not getting paid for this, but this is one. It's muscle milk. My favorite flavor is chocolate. Anybody knows I just love chocolate. This is muscle milk. It's 25 grams of protein, zero sugar, and it's non-dairy protein shake. When you look on the back, always look at your nutrition facts and your ingredients, and it does have a milk protein isolate, and that's very important for when you're trying to lose weight. Also, when it comes to looking at your nutrition facts, you need to learn how to count your calories, look at your servings. If you're a person that likes to do count your carbs as well and learn how to count your macros, that's really good as well. For me, I had watched my carb intake and my calorie intake. So I try not to go over 12 or 1300 calories a day. Beforehand, when I first started, I really didn't count my calories because I didn't know too much about it until I actually started getting really deep into it. So you want to learn how to count your net carbs from your total carbs, and that'll get you an understanding of more of what you can and cannot eat. And it all boils down to research. If you guys want me to talk more about it, just let me know down in the comment section. But I love these. These are meal replacements. Not, you know, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna eat this with no, meal replacement. It's a meal replacement. It's a whole meal. You can drink water with it. Satisfying. You probably can eat like a handful of nuts, or maybe even like a slice of fruit or something, but it's a meal replacement. So I would normally have this right after I leave the gym, or if you want to drink it before you go to the gym, you can. I also did some pre-workouts. My favorite ones are the Alani Nu. I love all the flavors, and Bang. But I have to be very careful with Bang because the caffeine, me and caffeine don't get along. So if you're a person that's sensitive to caffeine, you get the jitters, you start to itch, stay away from it. So yeah, workout regimen. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this statement now. You do not have to work out to lose weight, but it enhances it and it helps it go along faster. And you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna work out, because you're gonna hit this point where they call it skinny fat. I came from a state of being large. I'm also 5 even, and I was almost 300 pounds. So I was very wide. So you're gonna lose the weight, but you're not working out with it. So you're gonna be you won't have a shape. It's kind of sloppy looking. So working out is gonna help you burn those extra calories, because you're gonna hit a plateau if you're just eating right. After a while, you get so small, your body needs to burn more calories. So working out is going to help. Cardio is so important. It is so important. I try to do 20 to 30 minutes of cardio whenever I go to the gym. If I don't go to the gym on weightlifting days, I'll just do 3 miles walking. But you want to make sure you get your cardio in. You burn so many calories doing cardio. But also, ladies, don't be intimidated to do weightlifting. That's what's going to give you your shape. That's what's going to start to form, and you're actually going to see your body filling, well, not filling out, but you're going to get that shape that you want. And you're going to be able to work on those areas that you want to tone. No, you don't get to choose where you lose weight from. You cannot target spot fat loss. But you can tone and target those areas by lifting weights. And that's what's very important. My regimen now is Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I do upper body and lower body on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Saturday, I'll do a full body workout. Sunday's my rest day. I don't know how to rest sometimes. That's my downfall. So I may just go for a 3-mile walk, and that's about an hour or so, and call it a day. You want to make sure you just have some type of activity every day, and it's good for your heart as well, your overall health, not just to lose weight. You just want to be patient with yourself. You want to be kind with yourself. You want to understand that this is not a race. This is a lifelong journey. This is something you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. So you want to, this is your life, which it should be so interesting to you, to where you want to research any and everything to learn how to take care of yourself. And that's what's so important about this. Stop looking for a quick fix. There's no secret. It's nothing but hard work, dedication, and being very consistent. So that's what's very important. I did get a request, I can't remember, maybe a couple months ago. This girl wanted me to talk about being motivated and how do you stay motivated, especially when you have a lot going on. And honestly, motivation is not going to always be there. You're sometimes going to lose your support. You're going to lose those people that were in your corner. And all I can say is, me, I'm a very religious person. I pray. Prayer God will get you through. He honestly will. And you have to believe what you're praying, believe what you're saying. When you're having that conversation with God, believe it. So it's all about discipline and your mindset. And the devil is busy, y'all. He will play with your mind, and he will get in your mind where you think you can't do it, and you're just tired, this, that, and the third. But understand, everything I'm not gonna say everything is a mind thing, but it's your perception of it. And that's what I'm learning now. So what I can say is, small steps, write down in your journal. Do something small for yourself every day. Have that me time. When you get up in the morning, fix you a cup of coffee or some tea. Write in your journal. You can buy a book with affirmations in it. You can download apps that have positive affirmations. Reach out to somebody. There are support groups online. Anything that's gonna help. Try to reach out. Don't stay stuck in that rut. Don't beat yourself up. I know things happen out of our control a lot of the time, but you want to try to just keep pushing and keep going. And I always say, find your reason why and stick to it, no matter how small or how big it is. Find your reason why and stick to it. And that's all I can say is about staying motivated. I'm not really sure what exactly she was going through, but pray. Pray, fast. Try to think more positive. Try to just reach out, and write, whatever. Find a hobby or something that's just going to make you feel better. Yeah. What I have for that. I did put a questionnaire up a couple weeks ago, I think, or maybe a week ago. I believe I screenshot it, but I basically put up some questions. I asked a question about what you guys would want me to talk about on my channel, so I'm actually about to go to it. One of my friends on Instagram, his name is Juno. He actually does music, and I'm actually going to show you guys his page. Go follow him, y'all. He's really dope. He's in Atlanta right now, so this is his page. Y'all go check him out if the camera will focus. His name is Juno Carter, Day 7 on Instagram. Go check out his music. Really dope, really cool guy. Just overall down to earth person. So he responded back, and his answer was, he wanted me to talk about confidence and the benefits that working out and eating right has upon I guess this is my weight loss journey. So I can say my confidence is through the roof. I can't lie. I'm very humble, but I'm very aware. Okay. And that's not to be conceited, but I know I'm a beautiful person inside and out, even though sometimes I have my days where I just feel a little insecure. That's everybody. But confidence has grown. I was always the big pretty girl, never got talked to, but I was just a cute home girl, you know. She cool, but you know, she ain't trying to holler. So I got used to being in that role, and being insecure about my weight. Even though I did have boyfriends, I still felt insecure. It's like maybe they can find somebody else that's better. Um, but I can say now I am so happy. Like when I look at my old pictures, like I'm just be like, girl, you're a whole different person on the inside, because I just feel I feel lighter. I don't have the burden of feeling like um worthless, or you know, all those negative thoughts just went away because I poured so much love into myself. I sacrificed, and I always say this to people, what is a year or two of making those sacrifices of things that you really don't need, and start loving yourself? See how that works out for you. See the difference that that makes when you actually start loving yourself and showing yourself love. I've disrespected my body up to 25, 26 years of age. And yeah, 25 years of age. And I finally woke up and realized I don't love myself. And I need to start doing that, because if you don't love you, you know? So I can say my confidence has definitely grown. I'm able to speak out more, even in public. I'm able to help people more because I'm not so shy to volunteer and say, hey, I'll help. I'm just, overall, my confidence is there. I want to be out more. I want to help people more. And I'm actually looking into getting into being a personal trainer and a nutritionist. So be on the lookout for that. I want to help you guys after I graduate nursing school. Last semester, boo. Graduate this year, December. Look out for that. But yeah, I'm definitely more confident, and just even how I talk and how I carry myself, it will make a big difference, trust me. And if you already confident now, girl and guys, just imagine where your head's gonna be at once you drop that weight. I'm like, don't talk to me. Not available. And it's not a cocky thing. It's not. It's a self-awareness thing, knowing that you are worth way more than dealing with somebody's BS. You get what I'm saying? Like, you love you now, so you're not gonna put up with just anything, because you know your worth. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. And he said, and the benefits of working out and eating right. And of course, you know, the benefits of working out and eating right. Number one, you're gonna lose weight, and your overall health is gonna be better. If you're on medication for health, like diabetic medication or blood pressure, eventually, you know, a lot of people that I've met, they've gotten off their medication. So that is definitely another benefit. As far as working out, and I think I had a few more questions. Let me look through my folder, because I did take some screenshots of those. And I really appreciate those who asked questions. Really, really good. One girl on my Snap, I don't want to get your name wrong, Angelise, she asked me about the mental impact of weight loss and coping. So the mental impact of weight loss, it's a journey in itself, because not only are you working on your body, you're working on your mental. It's a lot. I can say you have those days where it's just like, I'm done. I'm tired. I don't see any more improvement. I don't know what else I can give. Physically, I'm exhausted. Mentally, I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like I'm not. Okay, so my camera went out. Sorry, guys. But mentally, it's tiring, the impact, and it can go one or two ways. Um, Depending on how you go about your weight loss journey, you want to try to do it the healthiest way as possible. And some people become wrapped up in their heads where their mind doesn't catch up with their body. And I've been there, where you create an eating disorder. You may binge eat, or you may not eat at all, and you start becoming sick in a way because you're tired all the time, you have headaches, you're not taking care of yourself. And mentally, if you're not healthy, weight loss can be very detrimental because you think you're fat when you're not, or you just think you're not small enough, and you start creating these unhealthy habits. So it can go one or two ways. I can always just say, try to keep some positive affirmations, try to, keep praying, try to stay positive, and understand that you are not where you used to be, and it's gonna take time. And I'd rather it take time to lose weight than go about it the fast track way and not actually appreciating all the hard work that I did. Because, and I'm not downplaying anybody that gets weight loss surgery, because some people really need that. That is their, how can I say, that is their foot in the door into getting to lose weight. Because some people have a hard time, excuse me if y'all hear my mom talking, she on the phone with her friend, but some people have a hard time with getting started. So that is like a gateway for them into losing weight. So it's nothing wrong with that. But mentally, and that's the very first thing, you just have to be prepared when it comes to losing weight. And how you cope with it is, I'm recording. How you cope with it is just praying, speaking positive to yourself and to your life. You can write things down. Write down small goals. Write down what you did today. Write down what you want to accomplish for tomorrow. Talk to somebody. I'm learning that now. It is so important to talk to somebody. And when you hold it all in, it can create severe anxiety. You have anxiety attacks, depression. It is a lot to deal with. So coping with that, if you need an accountability partner, get one. If you need a trainer, get one. A best friend, to call somebody and talk to somebody to help you cope with it, because it isn't a journey to be taken alone. I did start off with a group of friends, and I kind of ended up on my own for a little bit, but then I got a trainer, and then I started networking, talking to people in the gym. Let me tell you something, there's a lot of people in the gym that don't know what they're doing. Talk to them, ask them questions. When you don't know how to use a machine, ask them questions. You build friendships like that, you network like that. Just talk, and it's okay. I don't know if that really answered the question, but for me, mentally through this journey, I'm not gonna say I didn't have a hard time. I chose, and me personally, I chose to be celibate. I chose not to drink alcohol. I chose to stop smoking. For those who smoke, I chose to stop. I chose to stop going out. I got in school, and I stayed focused on my schoolwork. Because I knew I had goals. I'm young. You get what I'm saying? And I have to accomplish these things now, and I can enjoy the rest later. Get your bag now so you can enjoy it later. Don't try to wait till later to get it and you too tired to work to get the bag. I'm 27, and no, I'm not where I want to be in life, but I'm not where I used to be. And the thing about it is, it's making progress. Any progress is better than none. So those are the things that I did. So mentally, I was ready for whatever hit me. I didn't have to worry about a man bothering me, getting on my nerves, breaking my heart, da 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 da. Alcohol, that was a no-go anyways, as far as health-wise and trying to, you know, stay healthy as far as eating and drinking. Smoking, can't do that. I'm in school. That's just not healthy anyways. And, you know, stop going out because I knew those temptations were there. And not saying I wasn't strong-minded, because if you still can go out and be strong-minded, that's you. Me? No. That's the thing about it. Know yourself, okay? Just know what you can do. Okay, don't try to do what somebody else doing. Do what you can do. Alright? So it looks like my camera trying to go out. What we got going on? I did have some other questions, but I can't find them. But I also I'm glad that I did come across that question, because I did want to talk about mental health. Mental health is something so important. It's something I've been dealing with deeply these past few months. I deal with anxiety and depression, because I've always been the type of person where people can actually come to me and talk to me even when I'm in pain and they don't know it, and I'm always going to be there for them. And it's nothing towards the people that come to me, that talk to me. It's just I'm so strong and independent. I'm used to handling whatever situation comes my way on my own. I'm not used to letting somebody really be there for me. Like, my parents are there for me, but I'm not used to just letting go and being so open, because, and I would say because I've been through so much, I just don't like to feel like I'm burning on somebody else knowing that they're dealing with things. So I try to hold it in, and it's been eating me alive. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna go into depth about things I'm dealing with. I just will say I've been dealing with some heartbreaks, I can say that much, and I take blame on that as well, because what I've learned is it's a reason why things are supposed to be left in the past. Do not revisit things that are supposed to be left in the past. And the reason why I say this, because I know pain. Pain is comfort, because you don't have to get to re-know it. You know how it already feels. You don't have to take time to get to learn this person's favorite color, what they like to eat, you know, where they like to go, the type of music they like to listen to, because you already know pain and it's comfortable. And I always revert back to that, because I believe people can change. I believe in giving chances, and I believe in love. I never want to become cold-hearted and shut love out, because you never know. But I also end up playing myself, knowing that I'm worth so much more than dealing with. Sorry guys, my camera got hot, so I had to let it cool off. But back to what I was saying. So actually learning to forgive myself for putting myself in certain situations, and learning to move forward. And it's easier saying it out loud than actually putting the effort towards it, because when you're actually alone in your room and you're in your thoughts, sometimes it can become overwhelming. And something that I'm trying to learn is actually being more open. And there's a lot of platforms if you need to talk to somebody. There's social groups. You can reach out on social media and talk to people. A lot of times, even if you just put it out there, it can be a complete stranger that is going through the same thing that you're going through, and you can just talk to them. But don't deal with things alone. And I sound like a hypocrite because that's what I do, but it's baby steps, one step at a time, and just learning to overcome those obstacles, because we want to be healthier, not just on the outside, and not just, you know, healthy inside, but mentally you want to be healthy. And so that's where it all starts, as far as when you want to start this journey. So check on your people, check on yourself. Mental check is very important. It's something that we neglect, and try to put off and saying, oh, you know, it's just all in your head. Yeah, duh, it's in your head. You're going through something. So, you know, don't put people off saying they're crazy, or because you never really know what somebody is going through. So I can say forgive yourself, work on yourself. If you have to let go of those negative things, those negative people, do that, because it's all for the better of yourself. If you're trying to start this journey, it's a lot of things you're gonna have to learn to let go, and it's gonna be hard, but it's also for the betterment of yourself. So if you guys have any questions about anything that I said, if you want to know more details about food that I've eaten, if you want to know what I eat in a day, if you want to know more about the detoxes that I've done, different supplements, I can make a separate video for that. I'm going to try to be more consistent. I am, but hopefully this video answers questions. I know it's probably a little all over the place, but hopefully it answers the questions that you guys have been asking me lately. And love you guys, and just love yourselves. Be patient with yourselves, because it's only one you.